Hey guys, solo motorcycling and the precautions you can take when the shit hits the fan. That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, so stay tuned. Now you've planned your weekend adventure, you may be going camping somewhere solo. So you've got the basic safety measures in place, you've got your basic toolkit for the bike, puncture repair kit, first aid kit, all the basic stuff you're going to need if something does go wrong. In the past with my own solo camping trips, I've gone and hired myself a PLB or personal locator beacon. And what that does, if you're out of cell coverage and the worst happens, you can press a button, it'll send a signal to the emergency services, and if all goes to plan, you'll get rescued. But the major drawback with a PLB is you can't text message through it. You can only send a SOS signal. And another device which you can purchase is something like an inReach. Now you can do satellite messaging through that, but what's the downsides of one of those is you've obviously got to go out and buy one, and you'll need to pay a subscription annually to get the services that you get through the satellite messaging system. So recently in New Zealand, One New Zealand, or used to be called Vodafone, they've gone and launched the satellite messaging through the cell phone network. So I've taken advantage of that. I've recently just upgraded my phone, so now I have the option of satellite messaging if I'm out of the cell coverage area. Which in New Zealand, as soon as you get away from the major cities, you'd be surprised in a lot of the rural areas in the mountains and forests in the middle of nowhere, you won't get any phone signal. So the main advantage with the satellite text messaging on your phone is basically everyone has a phone with them nowadays anyway. In New Zealand, the service is free at this stage with your monthly plan. The main disadvantage with your phone is you have to make sure your phone stays charged up, which is no big deal nowadays. Just make sure you've got a decent battery bank. You can charge it up in your tank bag on your bike somewhere when you get to the campsite in the evening. So really that shouldn't be a problem. Someone like myself that just occasionally goes camping, then I think this is probably the more economical way of going about it. Now my other hobby apart from motorcycling is actually flying my little drone here and just capturing some footage when I'm out on these trips that I go on my motorcycle. And I also take advantage of the fact that if I've got to a remote place, my campsite, and I really am in the middle of nowhere, I'm in dense forest, there may be a river close to the campsite, I'll actually get my drone and fly it up just to scope out the landscape and see where things are. You know, whether or not there could be a farmhouse close by and you didn't actually see it on the road. Well, it's just good to know the terrain as well. If you are by a river and you feel like a swim, you can get your drone and just fly it down the river a little bit and just see if there's any good swimming holes or anything like that, so you don't have to walk too far. So definitely if you do fly a drone and you take it with you, take advantage of those things you can do with it as well. So just as an example, I've got to this dead end road, there's a gate here that I can't get through. The road carries on. I'd quite like to know what's through the gate and where does the road go. So I'm going to put my drone up and just use it to do a bit of surveillance for me. Okay guys, well there's a few options on trying to keep yourself a little bit safer when you, if you're planning on going and doing a trip solo. So maybe at least a bare minimum, if you do have a phone that's compatible with the satellite text messaging service, have a look at it on your phone, try it out. You may as well take advantage of it if you have got it set up on your phone. At the moment it is only one New Zealand that provides the service. They do it through Starlink. So if you are looking at maybe upgrading your phone in the near future, maybe check out which phones can take that service. So my existing phone was an iPhone 13, but unfortunately with Apple it's iPhone 14 or higher. So I just ended up getting the 16. They've got some pretty good deals at the moment. So I think for my phone, 128 gig, iPhone 16 was $1,600 retail. I think they offered me $500 as a trade-in on my old phone, plus another $300 off for paying it off interest-free, either 24 or 36 months. So basically you're getting a new phone for half the price, just around $800. But if you're going to go a bit more hardcore and you're going to be away for more than a few days, then maybe look at getting the a PLB or the InReach option. Okay guys, well hopefully this video has helped some of you out. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers! Cheers guys.